Now, our next speaker, in the last year or so, Access Israel has been very active helping people with disabilities and elderly in Ukraine. And when I always say, when you do good things happen to you. And one of the good things is getting to know amazing people and amazing organizations in the process. And one organization, such organization, is a Perform from Poland. I know that I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but when we came to meet them, we heard amazing things that are being done in Poland, and we really wanted to include, the Polish angle in this webinar. And I'm very, very happy to introduce Krzysztof Czechowski, editor-in-chief of the quarterly Disability Issues, Problems, and Solutions Office for Analysis, Forecasts, and International Cooperation, that will share with us about the state fund for rehabilitation of disabled people in the activation of disabled people in Poland. So, Krzysztof?
Hello, everyone. Yes, the last time we helped many people from the Ukraine. Yes, this is incredible, but And the State Fund for Rehabilitation of Disabled People, the role of the State Fund for Rehabilitation of the Disabled in the activation of the disabled people in Poland. Sorry. Characteristic activities of different areas and types of support. We work for people with disabilities. We make it easier to get a job and life among other people in the family and society. Our goal to equalize opportunities and respect the right of people with disabilities. We care about removing barriers in everyday life, learning, work, and performing social roles. Modus operandi of our fund. Reference financing machines are based mainly on contributions made by an employer who fail to hire the required number of disabled employees. Funds allocated for preference projects come from obligatory monthly contribution made by employers who hire at least 25 full-time employees, considering their working hour. Yet, the percentage of disabled people among their staff is lower than 6%. Our fund beneficiaries included employers, individuals, and non-governmental organizations and foundations. The largest part of funds is granted by PEFRON, directly employers, as remunerative funding. PEFRON's funds are also granted to disabled individuals, non-government organizations supporting disabled people, and specialized entities, so as a occupational therapy workshop and social economy understanding, so as vocational development centers. A part of fund with goals mainly to disabled individuals is distributed through district self-governments units, submitted to them collect application for funding, and after concerning them, transfer the respective funds. The fund is state-owned fund on purpose supported by Minister of Families and Political Social. It has been supporting people with disabilities in Poland for 41 years. Currently, it operates on the basis of the 26 August and vocational and social rehabilitation and employment of disabled people. In Warsaw, the fund office is located, 11 departments and 5 offices. On the permission Tourist Poland, 16 fellowships branches of road. You have the slide. It is the structure of the state for rehabilitation of people with disabilities. Work professional is to allow every person with a disability on equal to other people. Therefore, one of the biggest challenge state rehabilitation found people disabled in is activation professional people with disabilities. Include purpose. PEFRON provides support in the field of the rehabilitation professional and employment in a protected and open labor market. Co-financing, contribution from employers, budget, subsidy states, and other revenue. Expense of the fund in 2022 on support people with disabilities, we take almost 8 billion zlotys. They have increased by amounts size of 3 billion. That is about almost 17% are playing for 223 allocate amount 8.4 billion zloty. To meet the expectation of employers and bearing in mind the need to limit the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic and maintain jobs, the maximum amounts of monthly subsidies have been increased starting from April to 20. The monthly subsidy remuneration of the disabled employees is, you see, is everything for Polski złoty. Yes. The amount referred to above in relation to disabled people who have been diagnosed with a mental illness, mental retardation, previous development disorders on epilepsy and the blind, or included by. And you have in this picture subsidies to the salaries of disabled employers in the years 2015 to 21. Funds transferred to local government, over 115 billion under the so-called algorithm, will be received by local governments this year from the PEFRON budget. These funds are allocated for co-financing rehabilitation stays, elimination of architectural barriers, and professional activization of occupational therapy workshop and professional activist center are also financed under the funds. The good functioning of the facilities has an invaluable impact of rehabilitation and professional activism. The fund constantly introduces new programs aimed at the development and profiled activity of people with disabilities. The pilot program Absolvent, with the goal in the ability entrance of market work, people disabled possessing higher education of implement last year learning at the school higher. Execution of 221 amount to almost 7 million zlotych. The program Stable Employment, People Disabled in Administration and Service Public, with the goal in the rise indicator employments, people with disabilities in administration public. Performance in 2021 is amounted to 3.4 million zlotych. Successfully, they grow immense financial with the Professional Article 46, the Rehabilitation Act, Professional and Social, and Hearing People Disabled. Funds transmitting organization, non-governmental, realizing work commissioned in the people disabled. 1,500 over amount allows 178 million zlotych, and on the year 2021 decided 404 million zloty, with one the increase 126%. Different project implemented under the operational program Education Development project aimed at the professional and social activity of people with disabilities. Implementation of the model of education specialist in rehabilitation management as the element of the system of comprehensive rehabilitation in Poland. In cooperation with 4 universities, ZUS and the German partner DGUV, a model and program of postgraduate education of specialists in rehabilitation management was perpetually available to all universities in Poland. 2 editions of postgraduate students were carried out in 4 universities, were completed by 241 people. Development and pilot implementation of the model on comprehensive rehabilitation involving talking about the return to work. In cooperation with ZUS and CHOP, a model of comprehensive rehabilitation was developed, including medical, physical, and occupational therapy of people who lost their jobs or never worked due to accident or illness. The model is begin pilot in 4 comprehensive rehabilitation centers. 600 people will benefit from progressive rehabilitation. And last, active people with disabilities tools to support the independence of people with disabilities. Pefron, as a partner in the project, who is leader in Ministry of Labor and Social Policy, is responsible for preparing, in cooperation with partners, the standard of functional occupational therapy workshops.
Right.
The standard will be piloted in 75. What is it? Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. I think that what we can take from this is again to remember that we are talking about an issue that is global. We're all dealing with it. We're all finding solutions. And the interesting thing is to see various solutions coming out of different governments, different countries. Thank you very much.